Okay, so once again, good morning, everyone. Okay, so my voice is audible to everyone. It's clear. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So we'll start with a fresh semester. Okay. So might be it's your last semester. Okay. So we'll start with the B second semester. So there is a little bit change in a timetable. So up to 8, Dr. Kaiser is not available. So might be he is available on a Monday. So he will join us on a Monday. So we'll start with our subject, that is a network security. Okay, so I'll present my screen. Okay, so am I visible? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, it is a elective subject. So the subject name is a network security. So I'll explain the teaching scheme of this particular subject. Okay. So for this, we have a 4 lecture per week. Also, we have practicals. So based on the practical, there is 25 marks of the ICA marks. It consists of 8 experiments related to the network security. So we have a 10 semester exams of a 70 marks, and ISC is of a 30 marks. Okay, so it is a teaching scheme of the network security. Okay, so I'll introduce myself. So I am Admile N.S. So I am working as an assistant professor in a SVERIs Engineering College, Pandharpur. I completed my BE in electronics engineering and ME in electronics and telecommunication engineering from University of Mumbai. So I have a total teaching experience of 5 years. So in the 5 years, I published many papers in international conferences and international journals. So I published the 5 papers in an international conference and 3 papers in the international journals. Okay, so as a part of our teaching plan, so we have to explain various objectives, various outcomes. So in every semester we start with what is the PEOs, what are the PSOs. Okay, so we are not going in a detail. So in a short view, we can understand what is the meaning of these objectives. So five, we can study the various types of program education objectives or various types of program outcomes. So have you any idea why we can study at the start of every semester, at the start of every subject? What is the need to study these type of objectives, these type of outcomes? Okay, so can anyone tell what is the need of these particular objectives? तुम्हाला माहित आहे का? Why we can study these particular objectives in every semester? Might be you can study this from a first semester. So it is your last semester. So have you identify what is the need of this particular objective? Why we can study it? Yes, anyone? Okay, so I'll explain in a short view. So basically, the main idea or the main objective to study the various types of program education objective. So if I can study the engineering subjects, but the basic object study it, and after studying various types of subjects, what is the outcome of this particular course? Okay, so there are the 10 program outcomes. So based on the 10 outcomes, so we can develop our abilities. Yeah, we can develop ourselves in these 10 program outcomes. Okay, so that's why we have to study and we have to adapt the various types of program objectives. Okay, wait a minute. Some students are in a waiting. I'll add that. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so now we'll move towards our course title, that is a network security. So have you any idea about the word security? What is the meaning of security? So we can find out the word in a many applications related to our various types of security. So we can call as a woman security. We can call as a societal security. Okay. So the word security we can use in a many places. Okay. But now we have to study the word of a security is related to the networks. Okay, so what is a security and what is a network security? So basically, so can anyone explain what is the meaning of a security?
Security means the thing keep away from the danger.
Okay, very good. So we can secure ourselves from the harmful things. So that might be a security. But that is a general word of a security. So we have to study the technical things. That is a network security. So in this, what is the meaning of a network? So nowadays we can use the various types of uh, data transfer devices. So we can use the computers, we can use the mobile phones, right? So when we use these type of a devices, our device should be secure, right? So might be it is a virus or might be someone hack our things. Okay. So simply we can take the example of a Google Pay. Google Pay. So in order to secure the Google Pay, we can put the various passwords. Okay. So if there is a no password, so can our payment is secure? So anyone can access it and anyone can make the transactions. So in order to secure that thing, we can put the password for that particular applications. So similar to that, in a number of applications, so if you have to use the bank transactions, if you have to use our mobile phones, if you have to use our computer devices, right? So we have to secure our thing. Yeah, we have to secure our devices from the various attacks, right? So that's the title of our course, that is a network security. So in a network security, so basically what is a network security? So in order to protect our devices from the various suspects, we have to develop the certain things. Okay, it might be a combination of hardware as well as software. Okay, so can you explain where the attack is possible? Yeah, uh, where are the chances to access our data? Yes, in which situation the other peoples can hack our data, can access our data? Yes, simply we can take the example of our mobile phone. Okay, so if we have to secure our mobile phone from others, so might be we don't want to use our mobile phones by the another friends. So simply we can put the password to our mobile phone. Okay, so it is a security key. So by using that security key, only the mobile phone can be accessed. Okay, so it is also the example of a network security, but how it can be developed, how it can be used. So for that we have to study the various hardware and software combination of the things. So by using the network security, we can protect, yeah, we can secure our devices by, yeah, from the various suspects. So if anyone hack our device, so in order to protect our data, so we can provide the various types of keys. So that particular key can be designed by using the network security. Okay, so the basic idea of this particular subject is to secure our devices. Okay, so now we have to study the technical securities. So we have to secure our data, we have to secure our devices. Okay, so there are the various concepts. So for that we have to use the network security. Now why we can need to study this particular subject? So can anyone tell what is the need of security? Yeah, why it is so important in our day-to-day life applications? Can anyone tell? Is there really need of network security? Yes. You can comment your thoughts. What is the need of a network security? Why we can use it? What is the necessity of a network security? कोणी सांगू शकते? Yes, anyone?
It reduces the risk of loss of data theft.
Okay, very good. अजून कोण? Okay. Nowadays we can heard about the various types of technologies. So by day, we can heard the technology can be increased in a various development countries or any various development areas. We can find out the application of a technologies. So nowadays, if we take the application of any industry, so there is a drastic change in the industry. So we can also heard about the concept of Industry 4.0, right? So what is the it indicates 4.0 means it is the fourth version of an industry. So it can be developed from industry 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 and 4.0. So as there is a development in a technology, we need to secure our technology from the others. So if we have to protect our devices, yeah, if we design a particular technology, right, and that technology can be copied by another person. Okay, so we don't get any credits of developing such type of a technology. Okay, so we take a one real applications. So if we design a one product, right, so for that product we can file the patent. So have you heard about patent? Yes, have you heard about the word patent?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So if I have to use, yeah, if we create a one device, yeah, if we design a one particular product, so it might be any one product, and if we have to secure of that particular product, yeah, if we don't want to copy of our idea by the another person, so then we can make the patent. So that particular device or that particular objective or that particular product is of ours. So by using the patent, we can make sure that it can be only ours. So in a industries also, so if anyone develop that technology and another people can access it, misuse it, so there is a no use of that particular technology. Okay, so if the technology is developed, so that be used for the good applications. So in order to avoid the misuse of a technology or in order to avoid the various disadvantages of this technology, so we have to secure our technology by using the various encryption keys, right? So how it can be secure, what are the various algorithms, what are the various steps. Okay, so if I have to protect our device, yeah, if I have to protect our data from the various attacks, so we have to study these particular subjects. So, okay, we'll take the one example. So in our computers, yeah, in our laptops, we can install the antivirus. What is the need of that? Yes. Yes. Anyone? Yes. Give your comments. Hello. का आपण लॅपटॉपवर अँटीव्हायरस इन्स्टॉल करत नाही. It is like that. Yes or no? Yes. Your response should be there. Yes. I'm audible.
to protect the our device from viruses and cyber theft.
Okay, very good. So we can install the antivirus in our devices. So what is a basic need? So if there is any mail regarding the hacking, so the antivirus can protect our system from that attack. So we can heard about the various types of attacks. So what are the different types of attacks that we have to study in this particular course? So that's why we have to study the network security, how we can secure the network by using the various algorithms. So it is a basic need of this particular course. Okay, so now we'll move towards the next point. There is a course outcomes. Okay, so basically the meaning of a course outcome means, so if we study this particular subject, this particular course, what we can achieve from this particular course. Okay, so we have a total 6 units. So after studying each and every unit, we can achieve something from that particular unit. Okay, so if we go towards the first unit, so our outcome is apply the concept of a cipher to encrypt data for a security. Okay, so after studying the first unit, what we can achieve from that particular unit. So the outcome is apply the concept of cipher to encrypt the data for a security. Okay, so we have a total 6 units, and based on the sixth unit, we have to achieve the various outcomes. So that is referred as a course outcome. So if we study the first unit, second unit, or any unit, so from that unit, we have to take something from that particular syllabus. So that is referred as a course outcomes. Okay, so these are the 6 total outcomes. So now we'll move towards the syllabus of our network security. Okay, so in our syllabus we have a total 6 units. Okay, so the first unit is introduction to cryptography. Okay, so have you heard about the word cryptography? Yes. Yes, have you heard about the various word that is cryptography, network security,
Yes,
cyber security, then stenography? Have you heard about these particular words?
yes, sir.
Okay, so first I'll explain what we have to study in each unit. So the first unit is introduction to cryptography. Okay, so if we study the various security related concept, we have to know the various basic things. So what is the need of security, what are the various concept of computer security. Yeah, in order to develop the computer security, we need to study the various architectures. So the most the most common application of this network security is a OSI security architecture. So we have to study the various types of keys. So that might be a encryption key, decryption key. Okay, so if we have to protect our data, so we can transfer our data by using the various messages. So it might be a plain text, it might be a cipher text, how we can encode it, yeah, how we can decode it. So for that, we have to study the various types of security services. So how we can provide the various security to the networks. So that come under the security services. Yeah, what are the different types of attacks? So if the another person want to hack our devices. So what are the various types of attacks? So that attack we have to study in our first unit, and how to protect our system from various types of attacks. Okay, so in a first unit we have to study the various basic concept related to the cryptography, yeah, related to the network security. Now the second unit is of a block cipher. Okay, so it is the most important part of the network security. Okay, so it is a cipher, what is a block cipher, then what are the various design principles of block cipher, how we can design it, how we can develop it, what are the various algorithms, right? And how it can be helpful for the network security. Okay, so the block cipher is the most important part of the network security. Okay, so in our second unit we have to study the main objective of a network security. So in this unit we have to study the various algorithms related to the cipher. Okay, so in second unit we'll go in detail what is the cipher, what is the block cipher, and what are the different types of algorithms of a block cipher. Okay, so the third unit is advanced encryption standards. So once we develop the network security, so we have to encrypt it and also decrypt it. Okay, so for the encryption and the decryption, there are the various standards. So what are the different standards? So if we heard about the IEEE's, so there are the number of standards in IEEE. So have you heard about IEEE standards? So we can heard about IEEE 802.11, right? So if our device, yeah, if our system, we have to secure, if we have to develop a system and again we have to secure it, then we have to study the various types of encryption standards. So all that encryption standards we have to study in a unit number 3. Okay, so now we'll move towards the second section. So in first section we have 3 units, and in the second section we have 3 units. The fourth unit is a IP security and email security. Okay, so in these two types of security, first one is IP security and another is a email security. Okay, so we'll take the example of email security. So if we can mail from our, okay, so let us take a one real-time application. So if I have to send a mail to the any particular person, so we have to make sure that so that particular data can only reach towards that particular person. Okay, so how we can secure our emails, so how we can secure our IP addresses, what are the various techniques, what are the various algorithms. Okay, so what are the various authentication processes? So that thing we have to study in a IP security and a email security. Now the fifth unit is attacks and tools. Okay, so the different types of attacks. Might be it is related to the hacking of our device. So it might be related to the various viruses. It might be related to the various cyber crimes. It might be related to the various attacks, and how we can protect that attack by using the various tools. So all the attacks and all the tools we have to study in a unit number 5. Okay, so uh, in a types of attack, there are the two main types of attack. One is active attacks and another is a passive attacks. So we have to understand what is an active attack and what is a passive attacks. Okay, so this is the most important part regarding the network security. So in our electronic subjects, so we can also study the what is the active components and what is the passive components. Okay, so based on the condition, we can study the active components as well as passive components. So similar to that, in our network security, we have to get the idea regarding the active attacks and passive attacks, and how we can secure our system by using the various tools. So that we have to study in a unit number 5. Okay, and the sixth unit, it is the last unit, it is the introduction to cyber crimes. Okay, so nowadays we can heard about the various cybercrime news. Okay, so if there is any suspect emails, and we can click on that a particular email, so our total system can be hacked. Okay, so it might be related to the various datas, it can be related to various banking sectors. If the attack is happens, so all the data can be hacked. So that's come under the cyber crimes. So in a sixth unit, we need to understand what is a cyber crime and what are the various information security related to the cyber crime. Okay, so it is a short detail of our syllabus. Okay, so we have total 6 unit. So in a this 6 unit, we need to understand the concept of network security. Okay, so these are the various reference books. Okay, so out of these books, we have to refer the two textbooks. So first one is a cryptography and network security. The author is William Stallings, and another is a cryptography and network security, and author is a Atul Kahate. Okay, so I'll also provide the soft copy of these two books. Yeah, you can also refer these two books from the library also. Okay, so the all the contents of our syllabus are available in these two books. One is a William Stallings and another is a Atul Kahate. Okay, so it is related to the our syllabus. Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, so we'll start our syllabus in the next lecture. So today there is a little bit change in a time schedule. Okay, so after this lecture, the PLSI lecture is there. After PLSI, MCT lecture will be there. Okay, so today the Kaiser is not available, so might be a last lecture will take as a project session. Okay, so I'll convey the information to you all. Okay, from the next lecture, everyone have to join in a time. So maximum 5 minutes will be there for your joining. Okay, so it is clear. So after 5 minutes, no one allowed for lecture. Okay, so it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so today we'll stop here. And regarding your attendance, so you can put your attendance in a chat box by using your serial numbers. Okay, so for every lecture, so follow the particular sequence. So start with the roll number 1 to the roll number 61. Okay, so start with the roll number 1. Okay, you can put your numbers in a chat box. Yes, 53, Nitin Pandre, Rajkumar. Yes, roll number 18. Roll number 18 is there. Okay, so those who put your numbers, you can left now.
हॅलो सर.
Yes,
फेल टू सेंड म्हणते सर.
roll number
51.
51.
हा.
Okay.